Welcome to Power Up with NSA North Texas, a show about finding, hearing, and maximizing valuable insights from some of the world's leading business and lifestyle speakers. Each week, international keynote speaker and National Speakers Association North Texas Chapter President Betti sits down with some of the most exciting speakers this side of the globe to hear from these subject matter experts what's making a difference in business today and learn all there is to know about people, profits, and productivity in business from some of the world's best motivators. This is Power Up with NSA North Texas. And now, here's your host, Betti Coffee.
Hi, I'm Betti Coffee. I'm your host from National Speakers Association North Texas Chapter, and I want to welcome you to our NSA podcast show. The NSA National Speakers Association is the premier organization for professional speakers. Our members reach audiences around the globe as authors, coaches, consultants, trainers, educators, humorists, and motivators, and we do it every day. This show is going to give you some of the ideas, the cutting edge topics, the issues, the messages that are important to businesses today. And you're also going to get some of the solutions. And you're going to get those solutions from our own subject matter experts here at National Speakers Association North Texas. So I'm so excited about this. I have one of the most fun people on the planet today as my guest. Her name is Joy Macci. Hi, Joy.
Hello, Betti.
Welcome to our show. Joy is a diversity leadership speaker. She is the inner intelligence expert. She is the founder of Energetic Intelligence, and she is a coach for performance superstars. Superstars like Serena and Venus Williams. I can't wait to hear. Some of these people that she's worked with are fascinating. For over 2 decades, Dr. Joy Macci has spanned the globe coaching and working with top celebrities and superstars like Serena and Venus Williams, Michael Douglas, Mark Wahlberg, Christy Brinkley. I can't believe this. I can't wait. And also corporate Fortune 500 executives from American Airlines, GE, Intuit, Lockheed, and more. Joy, she's the CEO of Joy of Sport, the creator-founder of Energetic Intelligence, and she is the international diversity doctor that helps individuals, teams, and organizations define and align their keys to success from the inside out. Dr. Joy's lifelong passion for diversity solutions stems from her work with women's sports, Special Olympics, the United Nations Women serving on the USPTA National Board Diversity and Inclusion Group. And our topic today is really exciting. It's all about decoding diversity leadership. There are misconceptions, Dr. Joy tells me, about diversity in the workplace. No kidding. And not just about meeting employees and talking to them about race and gender categories, but there's so much more involved. Diversity is emerging as an entirely new way of thinking and operating, collectively aligning winning mindsets, motivation, and mission. It's creating a positive outlook among coworkers, promoting acceptance, respect, and that all-important teamwork. And the results, companies are achieving today greater productivity, larger profits, and improving company morale. Dr. Joy is called the Diversity Doctor, and she's about to bring to us her successful system and strategies designed to empower every individual to work as a unified team and achieve competitive excellence and advantage and gets bottom line results. So I can't wait to go any further. Let's get Dr. Joy in on this. Thank you for being my guest today.
Oh, it's my honor, Betti. Thank you.
It's so much fun having you. So diversity is one of the hottest topics out there.
Yeah.
It's a major concern for CEOs for all different size companies worldwide. Mm-hmm. So what actually is diversity and why is it so important now, and why do we need to stop missing the boat on this?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, Betti. Diversity is a top priority and concern for companies worldwide. And the key to success in 21st century business is diversity alignment. It's interesting. Winning in the diversity leadership arena is very similar to coaching a championship Super Bowl football or, for the rest of the world, soccer team. Your players are built and wired differently. Your front linemen are big, strong, and powerful. Your wide receivers, tall, agile, and explosive. And your quarterback, he's a tactical, offensive commander. But it takes the unified, combined talents and skills of all the team to make a winning team. The most successful companies today, like Apple, Amazon, Disney, or Starbucks,
Yep.
are the ones that understand and master the art and alignment of accelerating diversity talent.
Wow. That's a lot. It's that important, and it truly is.
No, it is.
Okay, so when you're speaking about diversity, you definitely have lived a diverse background, and that's why this mission calls to you so much as a diversity doctor. Talk to me about what inspired you to do this.
Oh, my goodness, Betti. Well, diversity, my deep dive came when facing death.
Oh my gosh.
Scroll back to January of 1980, the year of big hair and parachute pants.
Yeah.
I was a sophomore at the University of Arkansas, and I was at the top of my game. A top honor student, #1 on the women's tennis team. I was an active sorority, church, and campus leadership. Until 15 minutes later, I'm hooked up to life support, coming in and out of coma, speaking only in numbers, not words.
Oh my gosh.
My family was immediately called in, and they didn't know if I was going to make it or not. And when coming in and out of coma, I had a heaven is for real experience.
Really?
Yep. Wow. Surrounded by all-consuming love and light, God reached out and said, Joy, life is a gift. I give each and every person unique gifts destined for greatness. Have you tapped into yours? Nervous, scared, embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd be a little nervous. God was talking to
yeah?
me.
I said, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Then time stood still. Could you imagine what went through my mind at that time?
Yes.
Then as he gestures me back, he said, Joy, you were given your name for a reason. Your mission is to find out why. So, blessed with a second chance at life, my divine passion and life purpose is to live, give, and share joy in the world, helping others define and align their God-given gifts, goals, and greatness. That's what diversity is all about.
And that's a true and very, very moving story. And
Yeah.
you haven't let the big guy down.
Thank God. Okay, God, please.
I don't think you've let the big guy down at all.
I hope not, yes. Oh,
I
gosh.
love that. So that was your calling, and
Yeah.
that's why you are so motivated. I want to point out to my audience really, really quick before I go to the next question, is that the enthusiasm and the joy that our Joy, Dr. Joy Macci, is exuding right now is real. It's real. It's authentic. It's not put on at all. This is the same kind of joy she brings to our NSA North Texas chapter meetings. It's the same type of joy and enthusiasm and integrity and authenticity that she brings to every one of her clients and everybody she works with. So this
Thank
is
you.
this is really the real thing. This is truly the real thing. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go on to the second question. What would you say are the top challenges of diversity in the workplace today? Because I know we have them. So
Oh
what
gosh,
are the
there's a
top-
lot of them, but I think
Yeah.
if we condense them into 4 main categories, the first is generation gap. The second, gender equality. Third is the global, cultural and the cultural and ethnic diversities. And the fourth is the growing divisions of sexual orientation. You have biases, beliefs, abilities and disabilities.
Okay. All right. So let's start in with the generations.
Yeah. Oh, what's amazing. In organizations today, there are at least 4 to 5 different generations. And each and every one has their own management mindset and leadership perspectives. You look at the traditionalists, they're the older leaders, that they're kind of focused on top-down authority. And for them, life is work. Next, you come to the baby boomers, Nancy, which is our tribe.
This is my
We're
tribe.
kinda-
This is
yes.
my posse.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. We're kind of the responsible leaders, and for us, it's pretty much work is life. Next, we go to the Gen Xers. They're more focused on life balance. They're great middle management, and they're kind of like, pretty much level-headed bridge builders. you
Okay.
know? And for them, work is to live. They work to live. Now, next we get to the millennials. Okay. Now, the
Yes.
millennials are a lot of fun. They're more digital, mobile, and social. And they really are focused on goals and achievement. Now, when you think about goals and achievement, a couple of millennials that I know is Venus and Serena Williams.
Are they both millennials?
Well, Serena, yes, exactly.
Okay,
And
all
the
right.
neat thing was funny, scroll back to memories on that, when the Williams family moved from Compton, California to our Macci International Tennis Academy. I can remember like it was yesterday when Serena, age 9, and Venus...
I was going to ask, how old
Yeah.
was she? 9? Wow.
Serena was age 9 and Venus was age 11. They run down the Winnebago steps with smiles as big as Disneyland. Then they stepped on the tennis court. It was then that we saw that their raw talent had Grand Slam potential. And we understood
You
how...
saw it at that age. You
Yeah.
could see it right off the
Oh,
bat.
big time, yeah. And you could see how important it was that we coach and train them to maximize their full potential. So that's, and what we didn't realize is the humongous impact that these two legends have made, not only in the sport of tennis, but also in business.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What do you think Gen Z is going to be like?
Oh, no, that's a good question. They go by the beat of their own drum, and it's kind of a question mark still. You know, where the millennials did work to play, we're not sure what the
Yeah.
Gen Z is going to be yet. That's going to be a little
But
bit
I
of
know
fun.
companies are already looking at them for
No, they are.
planning their marketing and
They
seeing
are.
what's coming up in the future.
Yeah, they
It's
have to.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to
Yeah.
me about the second, which is gender equality.
Now, with gender equality, what's kind of fun on that, there's actually a link between sports and business today. Did you realize that 95% of Fortune 500 CEOs, or 96% of female Fortune 500 CEOs, played sports?
Really?
Did you realize that?
I did not know-
you?
no, I did not
You know,
know
you
that.
look at the past Indra. Is it Nuyi? I try to think her name correctly. She was the past CEO of Pepsi.
Uh-huh.
She played cricket in college. Now you look at Meg Whitman. She was with Hewlett Packard. She played lacrosse and with lacrosse, in Princeton. Then you look at Facebook. You like Mark Zucker. He was a fencing team in high school.
Interesting.
Then you finally look at Walter Robb, who is the CEO of Whole Foods. Guess what he did? He played soccer in Stanford.
Really?
So, quick tip for the day. If you want to be a CEO later, play sports now.
Interesting. That's right.
Yeah, it's kind of a different perspective,
This
isn't
is
it?
true. I never really thought about it.
Different way of
But
thinking
sports
about
can
gender
tell us
equality.
So much. That's interesting. That's very
Yeah,
different.
Kind of fun.
Okay, and very quickly, global, ethnic, and cultural differences.
Well, there's so many different things. It could be political, it could be social, it could also be religious. So that, can you see how these are getting bigger and bigger? And organizations have to honor that.
We really do.
Yeah,
we have to.
to be
We
aware
have
of
to
that.
honor those diversities and honor and appreciate them.
Absolutely.
Appreciate everybody for what they bring. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have talked about something called the Solutions Diversity Dilemma.
Oh,
Okay, what is that all about?
Oh my gosh, you pretty much look after 20 years of coaching corporate and sports superstars. I noticed that the top tier of superstars think, be, and do things a little different than even the top performing professionals that are great. You look at Jim Collins', best-selling book, Good to Great. It's a fabulous book that unveils how good companies become great. But one thing that's missing is the superstars' success secrets on how they repeatedly get and stay in the winner's circle versus the loser's square.
Ooh, loser square.
A great example of that was when a couple of months ago I had the pleasure of interviewing Michael Douglas. And it was the same day that he received the Hollywood Walk of Fame Award.
Wow.
Yeah. And he comes out and I says, Michael, I said, you have a family, a legacy of superstardom. From your father, Kirk, who was 102 years old, to yourself, to the stunningly beautiful Catherine Zeta-Jones, and her, up-and-coming superstar children.
Yes.
And I says, what is the game changer that you learned from your family and parents or coaches that made a difference in your life? You know what he said?
What did he say?
Tenacity. He said, you really look at tenacity, and the old phrase, winners never quit and quitters never win.
I love that. It's so true.
It
So
is.
true in everything we do in our daily
Absolutely.
lives. I
Absolutely.
love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so Joy, you founded and created the Energetic Intelligence. Tell me about that.
Well, what's interesting, Betty, it's like you look at top performers, and corporations these days, one of the big thing is emotional intelligence. Absolutely, that is important. But what they forget to look about is how do you combine the full physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual intelligences. So I developed energetic intelligence, which focuses on your intelligence, combining the best of energetic intelligence for your body. It deals with your physical intelligence. Emotional intelligence is definitely your heart.
Right.
While intuitive intelligence deals with your mind.
Right.
And lastly, infinite intelligence deals with your holistic whole spirit. It doesn't have to be a religion, but it's more the spiritual intelligence.
They all have to be balanced?
Yeah, and this is where you learn how to align those to get the peak performance, not only in business, but also in life.
So you pretty much have to be aligned in all four of those areas.
Absolutely.
If you're going to achieve success.
The highest level. I mean, you can achieve success by aligning, one or two of those.
Right.
But if you want to be at the very top level, and you look where the superstars, they know how to align all four.
Love that. Wow.
Yeah.
So you talk about the inner winner leadership.
Say that five
I gotta
times
get this
back,
right.
Betty. Come on.
You say it all the time, and I
know.
can't get it done right once. But talk to me about the inner winner leadership concept.
Well, the inner winner leadership is like learning how to win from the inside out. And that's what you really want to see with your staff or your employees and the people, your corporate leaders. What do we do? How to show each of them? Each of them has God-given goals, gifts, and greatness. Now, how do you develop each of those, put these players in the right position so that your company can capitalize and perform at their full potential, accelerate their productivity, and achieve peak performance results?
I love that. Okay, so what type of products and services, because I know you have our audience excited right now, so talk to me about what kind of products and services do you give your clients to keep them implementing these techniques?
Okay, yeah.
The
When
inner
it's not
winner
just a
techniques.
speech or
No.
the leadership training.
Right.
Well, a couple things. The first thing I brought, I developed the Inner Winner Leadership Power Deck, which combines my 20 years of work in Superstar Success Secrets, in Inner Winner Leadership,
I love that.
energetic
The power
intelligence.
deck. Kind of show them a
it
card of
does.
that.
And what's kind of neat is what you'll do is see that this is where they can take this back to the office. And see, like one of them is like strategy, and they talk about strategy, and then you implement the other side of some of the systems that you can then carry out in your things. This is where it uses that to keep furthering that, so your group can really master what they're doing instead of just be good at it. Teach them how to be great at it.
What a cool tool. And that fits right into a pocket. It fits into
does.
a bag. It fits into very easy. And I imagine it's light. Let me see this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's light. It's
Yeah.
light. I love that. That's a great idea.
Because how many people read books? But how many with the Cliff Notes, they'll at least grab one Cliff Note and maybe take an
I'll take advantage of that any day. So those are some pretty cool
ideas. And a couple
ideas.
other books I've got is Serendipity of Success. It's actually the first book that I wrote. And what it does is it takes the reader on a treasure hunt, unlocking your personal success system.
Wow, that's great. Serendipity of Success.
Success.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And you have a third one there
I've
also?
got a third one, is Enjoy Luxury of Life. It kind of unveils the secret keys to global giving and world wealth. It's more of a fun book. It's kind of our goal was on every page, you can open a page and be inspired by something. And it's like 3 books in one. The first talks about the global charities around the world.
Yes.
This middle is a life fable that our goal is to get it as a Disney movie one day, of Alexander's royal journey. And the third unveils the Global Giving Hall of Fame. It's the special people that make a difference, whether it's like a Gandhi, a Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela,
Right.
some of the great leaders of our time.
I love that.
Yeah.
Before I get off the book, very
Okay.
quickly, where can people get those? From Amazon, or where can they order your books
Actually,
from?
a couple of Amazon, yes. Also, they can go to our website.
Okay, and we'll get into that in a second here. You have so many different benefits that you can leave a client with. I love that. But you also, tell me about your Colonel story.
Oh, the Colonel story.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
tell me about that.
You know, it's kind of funny was I had the pleasure of speaking at being a keynote speaker at one of the business conferences. And a Army colonel, the day before he was shipped off to Afghanistan, was in the audience. And what was interesting, 2 days later, he emails me, says, "Joy, your speech and your coaching system has really made an impact on my leadership. It's helping our squad gain confidence, courage, and strength to actually succeed and survive."
Wow, what a testimonial.
Even
Yeah.
in life and death circumstances,
Jeez.
in war. So I just
That's very exciting.
no, it is.
Okay. So when you think about a call to action, is it time to transform the best leaders into peak performing superstars that play and win in the sports and business of life? Talk to me about that. What is the call to action to do that?
Well, I think each and every one of you can understand that winning in business is a game. And there's a science to success defined by the inner intelligence we all have within us.
So everybody can do this, right?
Absolutely, yes.
That's very, very good. What kind of steps can we take towards doing this?
What kind of steps
Yeah,
you
what kind of, well, besides contacting you.
Okay, I guess.
Let's turn that around. How can people contact you? Not your contact information, but what's it like working with you? What can people expect when they reach out, call you, and want to work with you?
Well, a lot of it they do in different ways. I mean, some companies call and hire me to be on the leading keynote speaker, for the conference, kind of to motivate the masses, to get them to pumped up and to move at the other levels. Other times you're going to have me come in and be a leadership advisor and an inner winner coach. And for that, we kind of develop champions and peak performance leaders so that these champions can go into the organizations and start figuring out to, bounce back from losses, how to, regain resilience and confidence and successfully overcome business challenges, crisis, and change, which goes on in everything.
That's wonderful. Okay, so people just reach out to you, and then they start working with you, and then you do some type of analysis or assessment?
Well,
as
it's
far
kind
as
of yes, this is where I get onto programs where, like with companies, I like to do, yearly type things where I get in with them either monthly or quarterly. I'll work with their leaders and help develop on the long term.
I bet it's a totally customized package.
Absolutely, because I don't want to, because you have to, each company has its own unique challenges, skills, gifts, talents. You've got a success blueprint into it. So this is where you want to figure out how do we maximize where you are, where you want to go, what challenges do we have to hurdle over, and how do we, figure out the success blueprint.
I understand. And what type of clients reach out to you? I mean, is it associations, corporations, large, small, individuals?
What's amazing, Betty, it's been all of them.
I would think so.
I feel honored. You know what I mean? And this is where what's kind of funny is like I haven't really gone out to, I really don't go out to reach out. I'm blessed to have, people calling in. So
Isn't that wonderful?
how can I serve? I'm blessed with a second life, so my idea is here to serve. What can I do?
You always have this great attitude. You've got
So-
this phenomenally great attitude that exudes, I know, to all of your clients and everybody you work with.
It's like,
I'm positive of that.
helping everyone find the inner winner within,
That's right. That's right.
because they've got it.
And can we do that our entire lives? Can we look for that inner winner?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because this is where we want to grow. Each and every day, we're blessed with life. We're blessed with 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, and 86,400 seconds.
Whoa, give me those numbers again.
We're 24 hours,
Yeah.
1,440 minutes, and 86,400 seconds. The big question is, what do you do with it?
Wow. Every day
Yeah.
different. Okay.
Yes.
Make it positive every day.
Elevating
Okay.
the excellence every day.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so how can people reach out to you? What is the
Okay.
contact information to get you?
Okay.
Your email?
Yep, my email is joy@drjoymacci.com.
Okay, that's JOYMACCI. For those of you that are not watching, that are listening, it's Dr. Joy Macy, or Joy.
At drjoymacci.com
Gotcha. And your website?
is drjoymacci.com. It's drjoymacci.com.
Perfect. And your phone number. For those of us that
for
don't
some
want to
special-
text.
For some special few, I will allow
special
that.
few.
Yeah, exactly.
All of our,
Exactly.
All of our listeners, here you go.
My direct line is 214-223-3738.
One more time.
214-223-3738.
You've been so wonderful.
Thank
It
you.
has been so fascinating to listen to you. You are just a bountiful basket of information and so motivating to so many people out there. So what would be some of your last words that you want to share with our audience today that they can take with them and really start implementing?
One of my favorite long-term little phrases in philosophy is success is what you attract by the person you become. Each and every day, we can grow our greatness and make the most so that you make today count.
I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've been such a wonderful, enthusiastic, and invigorating guest.
Oh, good.
I can't thank you enough. And thank you for joining us today. It's been a great show. I want you to listen to us next time and listen to know how we can power up more, to be better, to be faster, to be stronger. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you next time. Joy, awesome
right.
job.
Oh!
Thanks for listening to Power Up with NSA North Texas. To find out more about today's guest or NSA North Texas, visit www.speaker.org. To find out more about Power Up, visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/groups/NSA North Texas. And to find out more about Betti, visit www.betticoffeepresents.com.